One of these adhkar, since we mentioned one dhikr, so I thought to mention another one, which is important for us also to know and to memorize. And we should memorize it. And we have to memorize it. Right? Why? Because the Prophet ﷺ said that. You can imagine the Prophet ﷺ would say about something, حَقٌّ عَلَى مَنْ سَمِعَهُنَّ أَنْ يَتَعَلَّمَهُنَّ. Words. The Prophet ﷺ said haqq. Haqq means it's like as if it's mandatory. Right? And in other narrations, بَلَا يَنْبَغِي لِمَنْ سَمِعَهُنَّ أَنْ يَتَعَلَّمَهُنَّ. يَنْبَغِي means it's a must for those who heard these words that he learned them. So the Prophet ﷺ said that about these words that we're about to say. So to follow the way of the Prophet ﷺ, we need to learn these words. And therefore we would say it frequently. And like anything else, we can write it down, right? And then we can repeat it always. And we definitely need it because the Prophet ﷺ said so. And it's the du'a of al-ham, wal-huzn, or al-hazan. It's the du'a to be said when a person is sad or having concerns, whether it's fear or concerns of the future. Something worries the person, something making him sad, stressed, not happy. This is what to say. And as anything else, it's not just to be said by the tongue, because the Prophet ﷺ said, يَتَعَلَّمَهُنْ. He did not say to memorize it and that's it, but to learn it. So it's something to be said, because the Prophet ﷺ said to say it, and to learn it, and that purifies the heart, and the meanings has to be established in the heart. And within, inshallah ta'ala, the next half an hour, inshallah, or less, we'll talk about this hadith, and we probably heard it many times before. The Prophet ﷺ said, and this is in Musnad Imam Ahmad, and in Sahih ibn Hibban and others, and it's a sound, authentic hadith. The Prophet ﷺ said, and there's many narrations, so the wordings might be different from one narration to the other, but the words of the dhikr are the same. The hadith says, the hadith of Abdullah ibn Mas'ud, radiallahu anhu. He said that the Prophet ﷺ, قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم, ما أصاب عبدا قط هم ولا حزن أو حزن فقال. There is no slave of Allah whatsoever that is afflicted with ham, and the ham is usually because of something did not happen yet. توقع المكروه. When you expect something harmful to happen. That's what the ham is. Whether it's something you think for sure it's going to happen, or we have no idea what's going to happen the next minute or tomorrow. People are concerned about their money, about their life, about their death, about the hereafter, all kinds of concerns. And hazan, anything that is in the past. So basically the past and the future. ما أصاب أحدا أو عبدا قط هم ولا حزن. If a slave of Allah, and qat means at all times, at all levels, anybody. If ham or hazan afflicted him, and then he would say, اللهم إني عبدك وابن عبدك وابن أمتك ناصيتي بيدك ماض في حكمك عدل في قضاؤك أسألك بكل اسم هو لك سميت به نفسك أو أنزلته في كتابك أو علمته أحدا من خلقك أو استأثرت به في علم الغيب عندك أن تجعل القرآن العظيم ربيع قلبي ونور صدري وجلاء حزني وذهاب همي إلا أبدله الله. After saying this, the Prophet ﷺ said, if he says this, إلا, unless Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala أبدله أو أبدل همه وحزنه فرحا. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will change his ham and hazan, these two. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will change it to be farahan, to be happiness, to be all kinds of delight and good things. So when they heard this, Abdullah ibn Mas'ud, he said to the Prophet ﷺ, should we learn these words of Prophet of Allah? He said, Dala yanbaghi. Prophet ﷺ said, yanbaghi. When he was asked of this, he said, it's a must. For whoever heard it, he has to learn it. Not a must that if a person doesn't, he's committing a sin. But it's like when you're sick, when a person is sick, or when a person has this sadness or whatever, you must have it. You must say it to relieve yourself. right from this. So it's a must. We have to learn these words. But the hadith is that we need to learn.